5 to turn everything back. First album on the file, Michael Jackson.
Theater Company is committed to truth and reconciliation. Since long before theater was shared with the world, Indigenous people have been expressing themselves through song, dance, and storytelling. We acknowledge that we are on the land of Turtle Island, where Indigenous peoples have lived since time began. Today, we are gathered on Treaty 1 territory. These are the ancestral lands and unceded lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu, and Dakota nations, the traditional and trade and travel routes of the Ninununu, Dene, and Inuit people, and the homeland of the Red River Métis Nation. Oak Park acknowledges the harms committed against Indigenous people by the greater performing arts community, including underrepresentation, misrepresentation, and omission of Indigenous voices. We are striving to change this, and we thank you for joining us in this expression of respect and a commitment to reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. Everything you see today was prepared by students. The costumes, the props, the sets, the casting, and the direction. As we get ready to start, please ensure that your phones are silenced, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Hello?
Sarah, it's your Aunt Martha.
Oh, Aunt Martha! I was just gonna call you.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Okay, I wasn't.
See, do I know you or do I know you? Right now, you're probably slaving away at that stupid computer of yours with a half-eaten tuna salad sandwich that was supposed to be your lunch.
Lucky guess.
Work, 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 and all that for what?
For food? For clothing? For shelter? For trying to live in New York a couple steps above the poverty line?
And all that time letting life pass you by. What you should be doing with that dopey computer of yours is looking at some internet dating services to find yourself a soulmate. Your cousin Jennifer found herself a husband that way, and what a lovely man he is.
Yes, but before him, she also found 4 serial killers. Listen, I would love to talk to you, Aunt Martha, but I got a trial coming up in the next couple of days. I don't know how I'm ever going to get through it.
What about the judge?
What judge?
The one you're gonna try your case in front of.
What about him?
Is he single?
I have no idea!
Is your client single?
My client is a low-life scumbag embezzler.
Now that's not what I asked you. Think about the future, Sarah. You do not want to travel this long road of life ahead of you alone. Everybody needs somebody. And most of all,
Who is going to take care of you when you get sick?
Exactly. I worry about you, Sarah. I fear you're going to end up an old maid. By the time I was your age, I had been married twice already.
Listen, I have to go, Aunt Martha, unless there's something important.
Okay, I'll get straight to the point. I am determined that this year you are going to get married. So I decided to get the ball rolling on my own. About now, there's going to be a fellow named Noogie stopping by.
Noogie? Aunt Martha, there's never been a Noogie in my life, and that's most likely because anyone with that name is in the penitentiary. Please tell me this Noogie is not someone you're trying to set me up with.
No, of course not. Noogie's well the delivery man.
The what? Oh God. There's someone at the door. Aunt Martha, am I going to appreciate this?
Young people today appreciate very little, I'll hope.
I'm coming. Yes?
Sarah Hastings?
It depends.
I have something for you from your Aunt Martha. Hold this. Where do you want him?
Oh my God!
Please, there's nothing to worry about. It's just a slight bonk on the noggin. I'll just plop him here on the couch.
I'm hallucinating! Tell me I'm hallucinating!
Please, there's nothing to worry about. The way I bonk him hardly even leaves a bruise. Actually, it's almost beneficial. Worries, resentments, anxieties, they all fly right out the window. It's almost like that meditation crap, but I get you there a little faster. Do you want him sitting up or lying down?
I want him in another apartment! Aunt Martha, are you crazy?
Well, yes, but aren't we all to some degree?
You sent me,
Yes, isn't he cute? His name is Brandon Case, and I have been trying to get you two together for months, but you resisted, he resisted, it was very frustrating.
Aunt Martha, this time you have crossed over the line! I'm
know, it's innovative, and I wouldn't be surprised if one day it was a reality TV series.
You want to sign this?
No, I'm not signing anything. Did you hear that, Aunt Martha? I'm not signing anything. God, he's moaning. He must be coming too. I don't know what to do.
Well, I would start off with some small talk, you know, what restaurants you like, what movies you've seen.
I could put him under for a little longer if you need. Maybe you want to put some makeup on or something?
You think I need makeup?
Oh, no, not at all. But you know you women like to have the edge.
You know what's scary, Aunt Martha? I have your genes. I mean, yeah, how did you get in here? There are people on the street. There's a doorman downstairs.
That's the beauty of New York. No one cares what you do. You really have your privacy. Now, you want to sign this?
I said no.
Your aunt said you would be difficult.
My aunt was being kind.
Look, if there are any further needs for my services, here's my card. Noogie Malloy Enterprises. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. If I can't do it, it can't be done.
Well, Noogie, you're going to be doing 20 years to life if you don't get out of here right now.
Gotcha. Nice meeting you. I guess a tip is out of the question?
Out!
Right. You know, he's not bad looking. Your aunt has very good taste.
Oh. Where am I? What happened?
You're okay. You're in my apartment. Just stay right there. I'll go get you some water.
Water? Yeah, I'd like some. This is all so strange. All I remember is leaving my office, getting on the elevator, and then everything goes dark.
Well, maybe it's that new flu going around.
Flu? What new flu?
Oh, well, there's always one going around.
You know what's weird? Even though my mind feels extremely rested, much of my memory seems to have left me. In fact, I don't think I know you.
No, you don't.
Then, you don't know me?
Not really. Well, not at all.
And I'm in your apartment.
Yes.
How could you let me in? I could be a maniac or something.
Well, obviously, though, you're not.
Did I say anything when I came to your door?
No, you're actually quite out of it.
And you let me in!
Yes.
You're not a maniac by chance.
No, not yet.
Everything just seems so vague. I don't even think I can recall my own name.
Well, I think it's Brandon.
Brandon. How do you know?
Oh! Well, I heard you moan something like that.
Really? Why would I moan my own name?
Right! Well, I thought the exact same thing, but then again, we live in a very sexually progressive society, so you can't be surprised by anything. How about you just look in your wallet? That might bring things back.
My wallet. Yeah, it's here. So, obviously robbery wasn't the motive.
No, it wasn't.
How do you know?
Oh, well, right. I mean, you still have your wallet, and you have a watch, and your shoes are still on, so, I mean, obviously it wasn't robbery.
You're right, there's $400 in here. I must be doing very well. You're right again. My name is Brandon. Brandon Cates. I'm not sure how I feel about the name Brandon, but I'm sure I start to recall more, I might appreciate it more. Oh.
What?
I think I'm a dentist.
Oh, well, a professional man. How nice.
Not at all. The thought of having to look into mouths all day? What a turnoff! And then you lean your patient's back and see so much nose hair and other gunk.
I guess it goes to the territory. Can I grab you something to eat? much. A bite's missing, but I had it checked up 2 weeks ago and I'm perfectly healthy.
I'm not sure if I like tuna. Besides, I think we're having dinner.
Weird.
Oh, I did say weird, didn't I? Let me think. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to meet somebody at the theater tonight, and then afterwards we're... Oh, my Joanne!
Joanne?
My fiance?
You have a fiance? I mean, you have a fiance. How nice.
Yeah, I think we're actually getting engaged in a couple months. I wonder what she looks like. What time is it?
No, it's just your
Watch.
no. It's a little past 9. You can probably still catch the second act, and if the first act isn't over, you can be the first one to the bathroom.
I have a feeling I'm always late for everything. I guess that's the problem with being a dentist. I'm constantly having to squeeze someone in with an impacted molar or a broken crown. I wonder if I do root canal. There's big money in that. You're very pretty too. You don't go to me, do you?
No, we don't know each other, remember?
That's right. Well, I should be going. But I haven't an idea what theater I'm going to or what play we're seeing. Uh-oh. I have the theater tickets. Phantom of the Opera. God, is that still running? $120 a piece. Man, I must really be in love. Oh, my Joanne, I need to call her. She probably went home.
Oh, I can dial for you. What's her number?
Her number. I don't remember that either.
Okay, well, what about her last name? I'll call information.
Last name. Good question.
Okay, well, okay, let's think. A cell phone. You have one?
I do.
Okay, well, I bet scrolling through that might bring things back.
My briefcase. My cell's in my briefcase. It's locked, and I can't remember the combination.
Okay, I'll grab a screwdriver, and then we can pry it open.
No, you couldn't do that. It was a gift from Joanne.
You remember that?
Well, not really, but I'm a dentist. What do I need with a briefcase? Can I have some more water?
Yeah.
Hey, nice place.
Thanks.
I like it. Very cozy. Very practical. Just, where is it located exactly?
78th and Madison?
The east side? How did I end up over here? I'm pretty sure my office is way downtown. Huh.
What?
I'm not a dentist. I'm an insurance salesman. I have to go to the dentist because of a bad crown. An insurance salesman. That's even worse than a dentist, isn't it?
Well, yes, as a rule. Here.
Thanks. Maybe that's why I'm here. To sell you insurance. Were you looking for term or full life with a big cash payment when you check out?
I am perfectly fine with my insurance plan. Could I get you some aspirin with the water?
No, there's a chance I could be allergic to it. On all the insurance forms, they have what you're allergic to. It helps them know what the chances of you being saved in case you come down with something potentially fatal. Maybe you were looking for a good hospitalization plan. I bet you I could find something with a low deductible and a high coverage.
I'm perfectly fine with what I have. Besides, the premiums have skyrocketed so much, it's honestly making more sense just
doesn't it? Okay, so let's backtrack. I'm an insurance salesman. I work downtown, and I'm supposed to be on a theater on the west side. I ended up on the east side, in what seems to be a very nice building in a very desirable neighborhood, obviously close to transportation, and oh,
What?
I'm not an insurance salesman.
You're not?
No, I'm in real estate. Because of my bad crown, I needed to check in with my insurance plan, so that's why insurance was on mine. I can't believe, you wouldn't believe how relieved I am not to be in that business.
Oh, trust me, I know. Whiplash has paid for more Hawaiian vacations than anyone cares to admit.
Yes, I'm in real estate. That's why I was so impressed with this apartment. There's so much crap on the market that when you finally find something nice, it's quite exciting. You're not married, are you?
How could you tell?
Well, it's just the way your place is decorated. I mean, nothing clashes, no compromises had to be made, no 52-inch TV screen with Dolby surround sound, no lazy boy lounge chair. All this space is yours. I think the hardest part about marriage is letting in the fact that you're letting an intruder into your life.
Hopefully you and Joanne worked out that issue?
I hope so. Anyway, I really do like this place, and if you ever decide to sell, keep me in mind. I wonder if I have a card. I don't. I'll send you one. Gosh, all the time I've been here, I've never asked your name.
Oh, it's Sarah. Sarah Hastings?
It's a beautiful name, Sarah. Well, Sarah, I should probably go. Hold the phone. Hastings. I know that name. I'm almost sure I do. Just let me think. I went.
So, Brandon, you're getting married. That must be very exciting.
Yeah. So, hey, that picture. Who's that?
What? It's just work. So, don't just.
I've got it. Martha. Martha Hastings. Of course I know her. She's one of my clients. Huh. I'm not in real estate?
You're not?
No. I'm a financial advisor. Martha is one of my clients. Of course I'm with Gurney and Gurney, a wonderful company. I deal in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and I think I have a wonderful future. I take 2 hours for lunch, and I'm being trained to replace the second Gurney, who's dead. Of course.
So, Brandon, you just better get going.
I know, but I just like to look at this picture some more.
Oh, no, it's not actually very accurate. She's much taller, so I.
Of course I know her. She's a really persistent little lady. Always trying to get me with this niece of hers. You. Oh, you're not. You're not!
I'm afraid I am.
So that's why I'm here. To see you. How do you like that? I'm not even married and I'm already cheating. What a rat I've turned out to be. Why would your aunt want to fix you up with a lowlife like me?
You're not a lowlife, you're not cheating. We've never met before. I mean, I've never even heard your name mentioned.
I know until I moaned it myself. Something doesn't add up. Actually, you're quite attractive. Your aunt was working so hard to get us together. I was sure you weren't. Maybe I shouldn't have brushed her off.
You're engaged. Remember?
Right. Well, no, actually, I wasn't until your aunt started in on me. You know, Until your aunt started in on me, I was a confirmed bachelor, but she kept on and on
How
about
to not go down that long road of life alone.
Exactly.
And how everybody needs somebody.
That too.
And most important, who's gonna take care of you when you get sick?
That was the killer. She wore me down so much with that one that when Joanne came into my life, I was practically a sitting duck.
So what you're saying is that my Aunt Martha is responsible for you being engaged? Oh, I shall be so happy to hear that.
I'll have to admit, I had to overcome some major issues. But it's just like the Chinese say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Yes, but you just have to make sure you're not on the edge of the Grand Canyon when you take it.
I'm pretty sure I'll be all right with Joanne. She is a terrific girl, not at all demanding, extremely understanding. You know, I think things are going quite nicely between us. Except, Joanne is,
Is what?
is really Heather.
There's no Joanne!
Well, there is, but she's our real estate agent. So that's probably why I thought it was in real estate. Oh, so many things are popping back into my head. It's like rediscovering the world again. Anyway, my fiance's name is Heather. Heather Banger.
Oh, I bet she'll be happy to change her last name.
You think? Nope, I'm wrong. That's where she's from. Bangor, Maine. It's Boyd. Heather Boyd. We met, I can't quite. Oh, yes! She's my dentist fixed her up. She's one of his patients. Wow, look how everything just fits together.
And Joanne, the real estate agent, is helping you two look for an apartment?
Yeah, I'll have to admit, she has the patience of a saint. Because what I like,
Heather doesn't like?
yeah, and what Heather likes.
You're not that fan of?
But she assures me it's not that uncommon. I've been talking so much, I've worked up a bit of an appetite. You wouldn't mind if I were to.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You're absolutely not gonna do it.
Positive.
Thanks. This is really good. You know, I wonder if Heather would like a place like this. It's hard to tell. Gosh, maybe I had a stroke.
I think you're a bit young for that.
Really? How old would you say I am?
I'd say mid-30s.
That's nice. So you know what? It's about time I did get married. I'm probably a lot more settled down than I was in my 20s. I'm starting to get a better fix on Heather. She's a little bit younger than me. Almost 7 years, but she's very mature for her age. Loves foreign movies and wears a lot of gray. Three 330-720-7341. That's her number.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll call.
330-720-7341.
Threes. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm wrong. That is my social insurance number.
You're done?
There's something else I'm starting to remember.
What?
That sandwich. What kind did you say it was?
Tuna salad?
I'm deadly allergic to tuna.
Okay.
Call 911!
I am!
Quick! Hurry!
I am!
One more thing.
Yes!
The sandwich?
Yes!
Not enough mayo.
engaged?
Because I liked him, and he wasn't getting married for months. We had a nice window of opportunity.
And Martha, obviously you still don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I mean, you could go to jail. We could both go to jail. We're involved in a crime.
No, not a crime. Matchmaking. People today are very understanding when it comes to affairs of the heart. Plus, if they started locking up well-meaning people like us, there would be no room in the prisons for the real criminals, like the bank robbers, the murderers, almost every politician.
And Martha, are you on drugs? Knocking guys over the head and dragging them off is not an acceptable legal mating process.
Well, it worked for the cavemen, and I guarantee you they had a much lower divorce rate than we do now.
Do me a favor, Aunt Martha, and stop thinking, because the noise in your head is starting to get to me. A man almost died in my apartment last night. The paramedics said that if I didn't give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, they weren't sure if he would have lived.
You mean your lips have already met and it's just the first day? Oh my goodness, this is so encouraging! Even though I know things are gonna work out between you and Brandon, if for some reason they don't, I have my eye on this new chiropractor I'm going to see. Does wonders with his hands. In some ways, you might like him more than you like Brandon.
And Martha, do you have the yellow pages handy?
They're not too far away.
Good! Look at the word psychiatrist and the first name you go see them.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're still here.
Right, which is where?
My apartment. I'm Sarah Hastings. We met last night.
Right.
Sort of.
Okay. Last night. I'm starting to remember. I got out of my office onto the elevator and then woke up here.
So far, so good.
And then we talked. It seemed like pleasant conversation. And then I had a tuna fish sandwich.
Yes.
This may sound crazy, but did someone pump something into my body last night?
The paramedics, they pumped air into your lungs. It's just part of the procedure.
And mouth to mouth, I got that too, right?
You did.
From one of the paramedics.
Probably one of them.
Male or female?
They were both males.
Huh. Why am I thinking he was a good kisser? That's sick, isn't it? I probably have to go. You wouldn't have a cup of coffee lying around,
No, the
would you?
paramedics said that your first meal should be something easy, like oatmeal and herbal tea.
Oh, well, I can probably pick that up on...
No, I have it here for you. I had some oatmeal sent up from the deli around the corner. I just have to heat it up for a couple minutes, and the tea is a matter of boiling water, which I think I've almost mastered.
You can't cook?
I probably can, I just choose not to. Besides, with all the terrific restaurants in the city, it's slowly becoming a lost art anyways.
Well, you know, since our engagement, Heather has decided to master the kitchen. Actually, tonight she's making dinner for myself and her parents. She's making something from a cookbook. That kind of effort tells you a lot about a woman.
Yes, she can read. I'll go get your oatmeal. You better call Heather. Your cell was really in your briefcase most of the night.
Right. You know, Heather and me are quite committed to marriage. It's really the natural progression of the human experience, as my therapist tells me. I remember when I asked her to marry me, I felt so old.
I can't hear you.
Just as well. Hey. Thanks.
Here, you should probably drink this. You don't want to get dehydrated.
I got my briefcase open. It was an easy combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm not a very complicated person.
Yeah. Okay, you better call Heather.
Your aunt said you're a lawyer?
I am.
What kind of law?
Oh, a little this, a little that. Some family law, some litigation, some criminal law. Maybe soon a kidnapping case.
It's ringing. Heather's probably at home. She decided to take the day off in preparation for the evening, which, in a way, I dread. Her parents are really hard to make conversation with. They mostly just stare at me.
Well, you did say they're from Maine. They probably don't get to see very many people. Oh, that's your oatmeal? I'll be right back.
Yes?
Heather? It's me, Brandon.
Oh, Brandon, sweetheart, thank goodness. Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine.
I called your cell, I called the police, I checked in with the hospitals. God, I even called the morgue. What happened to you?
Well, well, it's just so bizarre. I don't think you would ever believe me.
Well, of course I will, sweethearts.
Okay, good. Well, you see, last night when I left my office, I think I passed out and then woke up several hours later in this strange woman's apartment. I mean, the woman herself wasn't actually strange. She was actually quite friendly.
Oh.
She was just caring. She was nurturing. How about concerned? Yeah, that's the word. She was concerned. She was very concerned.
Was she? And where are you now?
Well, I'm still at her place. Well, you see, I would have called you, but I had a piece of her tuna fish sandwich and passed out, and I didn't get up until this morning. She's actually making an oatmeal for me now. Oh, what a terrific apartment she has. You should really come and see it. It might give you a few ideas.
Well, I think I already have those ideas, Brandon.
Heather? No, I'm sorry.
How old is she?
Who?
This friendly, nurturing, caring, concerned woman whose terrific apartment you woke up in.
Okay, when I said it, it didn't come out that suggestive, did it? Oh, come on, you wouldn't think for 1 minute that
Just answer the question.
Well, she's probably in her 70s or 80s.
Really?
I hope the oatmeal tastes okay. I only got to nuke it for a couple of minutes before the plastic container it came in started to melt.
Was that her?
Yeah.
Hey, you say she's 80.
Every day of it.
I don't think so.
Heather, no, listen, These cell phones, it's so hard to get a signal sometimes.
She hung up.
No, we were cut off.
She hung up. What did you tell her that she didn't like?
That you were 70.
Oh, big mistake. A woman knows when a man's lying. That's why I try to get mostly men on a jury when I have a client with an improbable story. We women have certain intuitive gifts that a man doesn't possess. I think it was given to us to level the playing field.
Makes sense, but I just didn't want to give her any irrational thoughts about my staying here overnight.
Well, she certainly has a few now. Would you like me to call her? As I said earlier, I do a little family law, and I have to mediate sticky situations all the time.
No, I think you're getting involved just might make things worse.
Why would you say that?
Well, you know how women are. You'll talk, she'll talk, you'll both get friendly, you'll make a lunch date, and she'll see how pretty you are. And bam, I'll be in the doghouse again. Besides, a dozen long stem roses on it. Just smooth it over.
That's the formula?
No, that's the antidote. I don't make her seem to sound more difficult than she is. She's really not. I think guys just have a way to get into hot water when there's no reason for it. By the way, the oatmeal is terrific.
Thank you.
I should probably get going.
Oh. Was it heated up enough?
No. It was the best warmed up anything I've ever had. I just really need to be going. Well, Sarah, it's thanks for everything, for taking me in and calling the paramedics. I really appreciate it.
It's no problem.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Goodbye, Brandon.
Hey, listen, are you sure it was a male paramedic that gave me mouth to mouth?
Positive.
Strange.
It is, isn't it? I'm looking through our client's records, and it looks like he's an even bigger liar and thief than we thought he was. You're gonna have to talk to him about changing his plea. No, guilty isn't enough. Real guilty is more like it. Oh, someone's at the door. Look, I'll just have to talk to you later. It's just gonna be a tougher case than we thought. Oh no. Hi.
Hold this?
1 second.
Oh my god!
Same place?
Tell me I'm hallucinating!
Sorry I'm so late. There was no cab, so I had to take the subway.
With him? You took the subway with him!
Yeah, that's why I'm so late. It was a murder getting through the turnstile.
Yes!
How'd you know it was me?
I could tell by the phone ringing. It's very troubled. Anyway, yes, he's here, and Noogie is here, and you're just very lucky that you're not here. You don't listen to me, do you, Aunt Martha?
Well, truthfully, I try not to.
Look, Aunt Martha, I need to go.
When should I call back?
How about after your 3rd year in Sing Sing?
I think she's softening.
Sign this?
I'm counting to 10, Noogie.
I did give you my card, didn't I?
1,
Let me just leave you with a few more of them. I've been passing them out everywhere. I expect to be very busy once word gets out of the quality of my work.
2,
You're very unreasonable. No wonder you're not married.
7.
I'm going. Oh, look at him. I think he's smiling. He's happy to be back.
Oh. 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 Where am I?
I wish I wasn't the one to have to tell you.
Sarah, I'm back at your place.
I'm afraid so. I'll get you some water.
Yeah. It happened exactly the same way. I left my office, got in the elevator, and then... And then I wound up here. We have to do something about this, Sarah. This can't be a coincidence. Man, and this lump on my head feels bigger than it was yesterday. Oh, the good news is, I don't feel as disoriented as I was yesterday. What time is it?
Brandon, are you serious?
Is
No. It's a little past 9:30.
Oh, Joanne! I was supposed to have dinner with Joanne and her parents at Eddie.
That's Heather and her parents? Joanna's your real estate agent.
That's right. So, maybe my clarity isn't that good, but you know what? When I left for work this morning, I never felt so serene. I mean, I didn't feel as anxious about things, and my mind didn't feel as cluttered.
So you're saying that all in all, this hasn't been a bad experience?
No, not at all.
Oh, good. That'll be part of our defense.
What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking about a more than likely upcoming case.
Oh.
You better call Heather.
Right.
Hello?
Heather, listen, I am so sorry about dinner.
I've called and called and called. We've been waiting for you for an hour and a half.
Well, I'm sorry, I just...
Just where are you?
Well, You'll never believe it. I'm back at Sarah's.
Who?
That 7-year-old woman whose apartment I woke up at last night. By the way, did you get my flowers? I was also planning on picking up some gold bracelets. Man, I'm doing something wrong.
The gold bracelet, it had guilt written all over it.
I guess I should just head over to smooth things over. These blackouts are really starting to concern me. I hope I'm not subconsciously trying to avoid anything.
Like your upcoming marriage?
I don't know. I absolutely want to marry Heather. She's a terrific girl, and I doubt I could ever do better. I'll have to admit, the thought did take a little bit more than just your aunt hammering in on me, but I thought I licked that.
With therapy?
Not quite. With visualization. Every night I'd lie awake and visualize what a married life would look like.
How sweet.
Well, it really wasn't. You'd see, I'd visualize it at its very worst.
Why?
Because it would be a total fairy tale if I visualized it at its very best. I thought that if I visualized it at its very worst, I'd have nothing to fear.
Interesting concept.
I thought so. Anyway, I start the day in the stronghold of a man's privacy.
The bathroom?
Exactly. I just woken up and come face to face with undergarments strewn all over the place. Bras, panties, nylons. Get the picture?
Every morning.
From there, I moved to the shower and turn it on.
And?
It's cold. Ice cold. She got there first and used up all the hot water.
Well, to be fair, by the time she shampoos her hair and shaves her
I
legs...
got the picture. From there, I moved to the kitchen, the walk to which is not pleasant.
Reason being?
I have to walk past the living room, which is now covered with pictures of all of her favorite relatives. Her parents, her uncles, her aunts, her cousins, her nephews, friends of her nephews, most of which I've grown to hate since the wedding. From there, I do get to the kitchen and open the fridge, half of which is full of lime jello.
Obviously there's a weight problem.
Obviously, the reason being for what's in the other half of the fridge. Baby formula.
You had a baby?
Seems that way. Now, on my way back to the bedroom, I noticed that my once terrifical hip New York apartment is covered with a high chair, a crib, a baby bouncer, and a dehumidifier, and almost 500,000 baby beanies that are covered with everything a baby can spit out.
Okay, moving on.
Right, I get out of there as fast as I can, off to work, smelling like vomit because unbeknownst to me, Brandon Jr. threw up in my jacket when I picked him up to kiss him goodbye. The smell stays in the jacket forever.
I think I once sat next to you on the subway.
One day, I come home from work to find that my wonderful wife has thrown out all of my favorite clothes because she needs the closet space.
reason being?
The new baby. It seems if you can make one, you can make two, which now means we need
A bigger place?
exactly. So I'm now forced to move out of my wonderful hip New York apartment to a place in the suburbs, 1,000,000 miles away from my terrific restaurant, terrific gym, and that wonderful girl who pours my Starbucks every morning. The excitement, the energy, and the pace of the city that I truly love.
Okay, well, be reasonable. Changes had to be made.
On the way, she gets me to get rid of my favorite little sports car. You know, the one I used to drive up to the Hamptons with every summer for one of those clunky SUVs that's soon covered in the same baby crap that my wonderful new apartment was filled with. Eventually, every inch of upholstery is covered and encrusted with slobber and sticky kitty goo.
Okay, Brandon, now you're beginning to get a little too grim.
As the kids get bigger, my space grows smaller. Soon there are bicycles and scooters and skateboards and drum sets and carpools and soccer practice and little league and carpools. And every day it takes me a little bit longer to drive to work because every day there's more cars on the road because every day there's more guys like me getting married and I'm always rushing and always late and life becomes more and more hectic and soon we have 6 kids and I realize I haven't seen my wife naked in 15 years because 3 of our 6 kids are still sleeping in the same room as us. Besides, my wife has no time for sex because she's still trying to figure out how she could put more of her stuff in my closet.
Shut up! Just quit it! I have never, ever heard something more disparaging in my entire life. With that narrative, even a polygamist wouldn't want to get married.
Well, see, this is the worst case scenario. It could never be that dreadful. Odds are in my favor. Once I realized that it helped me get over the hump.
Yeah, I see why my aunt likes you. You make even less sense than she does. By any chance, you didn't let Heather in on this narrative, did you?
No, should I?
Only if you want to scare the hell out of her. Trust me, Brandon. You lay this visualization crap on her and she'll be out of your life in 2 seconds flat. For God's sake, you're trying to talk yourself into marriage, not the death penalty. Think happiness, joy, love, romance.
Is that what you would think?
No, I wouldn't think anything. I'm not in the marriage market. Because at this point in my life, I don't want a man. Because at this point in my life, I don't need a man. Say because one more time, Brandon. I'm gonna punch your lights out.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I just wanted to find out what you're running away from, just so I've covered that base.
Running away? One thing you should know about me, Brandon, is I'm not the type to run away from anything. Let me tell you a little something I learned from practicing law. Marriage is not the answer to happiness. In fact, divorce usually does the job a whole lot better.
I'm sorry I upset you.
You did.
I honestly didn't mean to.
Too bad.
I should be going.
Good.
You know what? I feel bad I'm leaving you on such a sour note.
I'll get over it.
That's not another tuna fish sandwich, is it?
No, it's peanut butter and jelly. For some reason, I decided to expand my cooking horizons.
Peanut butter and jelly. Man, I haven't had one of those since I was a kid. You wouldn't mind if I...
Brandon, Heather has a big dinner waiting for you.
I know, but I'm kind of hungry now. Maybe I could just have a piece to tie me over?
Chew fast and leave.
Thanks. This is delicious!
Thanks. Making it was a major accomplishment in my life.
I'm so sorry I upset you.
You already said that.
I'll just try not to bother you anymore, which is another thing that keeps bothering me why I keep bothering you.
Brandon, I should get back to the case I'm working on.
That's right. Well, I'll just be going.
Take care.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any milk, would you?
No, I don't have milk.
You know what? That's too bad. Calcium. Very good for your bones. Especially as a person ages. I mean, gets older.
You know, Brendan, you are really turning this day into a piece of crap for me.
I didn't mean older as an older. I mean, I've upset you even more, haven't I? I'll just be going. Maybe you'd like to come to the wedding?
Whose?
Mine and Heather's?
No, thanks.
Why not?
Because at this particular time, I don't want to buy you a gift.
You know what? That's what I like about you. You're totally upfront. You hide nothing. You should have been a guy. I would be surprised if you were my best friend.
I refuse to talk to you.
I understand. I'll just be going. I just feel so bad leaving you on such a sour note. And I think it's because I got you thinking about things. Clearly you're just as scared about marriage as I was.
Brandon, if anyone's scared about marriage, it's obviously still you. You're supposed to be at your fiance's place, and look how you're stalling here. I think even though you think you've come to the terms with matrimony, you're still scared shitless.
I've upset you, haven't I?
Brandon, the next time you say that, you're going to be leaving here with a shoe implant that's going to make sitting very uncomfortable. You want to know why I'm not into the concept of marriage? Because every single guy I've met is a pain in my ass. Ever since I was little, I remember arguing with them over something. As a kid, it was over teasing. In high school, it was over virginity. In law school, it was over grades. And in court, it's over clients and cases and settlements. And at the end of the day, trust me, I am so happy to be far away from them. Dinners, dating, marriage, it's just the farthest thing from my mind.
What about sex?
Not while I'm eating Brandon. Good night.
The sandwich.
No.
Must be the. Yeah, I can't breathe!
God, Brandon!
in life. It's very common. You can eat them your entire life, and one day they turn on you.
I thought he was a goner this time. His throat closed up completely. The paramedics said that peanut butter can actually be more fatal than tuna fish.
Did you give him mouth to mouth again?
Yes, I did.
See, something good comes from everything. Oh, Sarah, I just am so happy that you were so concerned for a man. I guarantee you, if you had experienced these feelings before, not so many of your male clients would have gone to jail.
Most of my male clients go to jail because they're guilty. They hire me to get them a lighter sentence, which unfortunately I do. My concern for Brandon is not because he's a man, but because he's a human being who, through no fault of his own, has been clobbered over the head and almost choked to death twice. You gotta stop this absurdity, Aunt Martha. He's confused, and frankly, at this point, so am I.
You confused? That's the most encouraging thing I've heard all week. How about this? The three of us can go out for dinner, and then that's where we'll talk about buying our Heather. Then we'll order some tiramisu for dessert as well.
I need to go, Aunt Martha. Brandon's moaning, and I'm migraining, and you're responsible for both.
Oh. 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 Did I get pumped again?
Yes.
And mouth to mouth, I got that too, right?
Yes.
I'm starting to worry. I'm actually quite liking that. Oh, peanut butter, go figure. Man, it feels like my stomach's been scoured out with steel wool.
I'm sure a little oatmeal will fix it up. When I stopped off for the peanut butter and jelly, I also got some instant oatmeal. It's amazing stuff. You just put it in the microwave for a minute, which by certain standards I believe is considered cooking. I also got a bread for the sandwiches and a lettuce. The lettuce was to more or less balance out my shopping cart. I thought it needed something green.
Well, the checkout person must have been very impressed.
He was. I'll go get your oatmeal. You better call Heather. Your cell rang twice during the night in your jacket.
Right. Hey, listen. I am so sorry about last night. Unloading my marriage hang-ups on you, I was being a total jerk.
It's okay. I wasn't exactly a specimen of delight myself.
But, you know, I think all I needed was a good rest because I don't feel apprehensive at all anymore.
No?
No! You were right. I needed to think joy. I needed to think happiness, romance, and love. I plan to start the very second I leave here. I wouldn't at all be surprised if that did this trick.
I'll go get your oatmeal. Just call Heather.
Right. Besides, just because I'm a little apprehensive doesn't mean it won't turn out with Heather, right? I mean, it's gone too far. She has her crystal patterns, her linens, her crystal, all picked out. Just because I'm a little apprehensive doesn't mean it won't turn out, right? Nookie Malloy Enterprises? Damn. Hey, my cell phone's broken. Mind if I use yours?
Go right ahead.
Hello?
Hey, Heather, listen, before you hang up, hear me out, okay? So, you know how I'm allergic to tuna, right? Well, apparently I'm also allergic to peanuts.
Do you realize I spent the entire day last night creating some stupid French dish I can't even pronounce?
I'll have it tonight.
Don't bother. It's in the garbage. Besides, we're going to my friend Wendy's studio, remember? And it's very important we be there. God, Brandon, you really disappointed me. I had to talk to my parents all alone last night. Just, where are you anyways?
My apartment.
Really? Then why didn't you
Well, you see, I was
You're
just.
at Sarah's again, aren't you?
Oh. Yeah, I am. But I would have called you last night, but I had to have some more pumping and mouth to mouth, which was actually terrific. I mean, it was terrific because it saved my life, but I think I got a little too much pumping because I woke up this morning sore as hell. And Hey, listen, I'm not sure if this is coming out across right, especially this pumping business. Do you mind if I start over? Nogi Malloy Enterprises? Hey, who's Nogi Malloy?
What?
I said, who's Noogie Malloy?
Are
you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Here, let me help.
No, it's okay. Did you call Heather?
Yeah, I did. She hung up on me again. You were right. I need to stop lying, but I just didn't want her to think anything funny was going on between you and me. In some scenarios, you need to lie.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I'll just pick her up some more roses.
Yes, maybe this time try 2 dozen?
Good advice. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be at all surprised if we had this all sorted out by tonight. We're going to an art gallery. The artist is a friend of Heather's. She's into penises.
Heather or the artist?
The artist. That's all she draws. Penises. All shapes and sizes and colors. And larger than life. I always leave feeling very inadequate. Hey, you smell very nice.
Oh, that's oatmeal. It is maple in it. Hey, maybe you should just head straight over to Heather with those roses. Quite frankly, if my fiance woke up 2 nights in a row in a strange woman's apartment, I would be upset too.
Yeah, who's Noogie Malloy?
Right.
Are you
know what?
okay?
Yeah, no, fine. You know what? Maybe you should just pick up some oatmeal on your way to the office. My body is apparently rebelling anything kitchen related.
Yeah, but now I'm curious who Noogie Malloy is. I mean, you have his cards on your desk, and well, you see, I found one in my jacket pocket.
Right, you mentioned that, didn't you? Well, what a coincidence. I mean, I have Noogie's cards and you have Noogie's card.
Yeah, who is he?
Noogie, right. Well, he's a cousin.
A cousin.
Yes, a cousin, a very, very far away cousin who started a business.
And why is his card in my jacket pocket?
What is it doing in your jacket pocket?
Yeah, are you having a hard time understanding me? You keep repeating everything I'm saying.
Right, I do keep repeating everything you're saying, don't I? Okay. Well, let's think. Where did you say you worked?
Just downtown.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Explains what?
What he was doing in your jacket pocket. That's where he does business. No, well, that's where he passes out his cards. You see, New York are just, they're always passing out anything. One time, I was walking down Fifth Avenue, and I got one of those flyers for the $600 suits. It was only $49.50. I mean, what a bargain. If I bought 3 suits, I would save $1,500. I was sick about it for weeks.
I don't remember anyone passing me out any cards.
You don't?
No.
Right. Well, it must have just been during your brain fog or something.
I guess it's possible.
It's the only explanation. I hope. I mean, I think.
Your cousin? What does it say he does? It doesn't say on any of his cards.
Right. Things.
Things.
Yeah, just things. He's a jack of all trades, but between you and me, I would not use him.
Why not?
He'll just give you one big headache after another. You know what? I'm just gonna tear up his cards right now. Look at me, tearing them up. All of them. You know, he's actually the black sheep in the family. It's not like I have him over for dinner or anything. Here, let me tear up yours. I mean, if you're never gonna use him, why have the card? Excuse me. Yes?
Is he still there?
Aunt Martha? Cousin Nookie, I was just talking about him.
Cousin Nookie's not a cousin. What are you talking about?
Oh no!
What happened?
What happened?
It's so terrible. He was walking down the street
And?
and an air conditioning unit fell out of the window.
No.
It killed him. See, I told you those things happen.
I feel so bad, and to think I just put him out on retainer.
Oh, well, so long, Aunt Martha. See you after the funeral.
I am so sorry.
About what?
Your cousin.
Oh, right! Cousin Nookie. Well, I'm very lucky. I have a lot of other cousins. Anyway, I have to get back to the case I'm working on, and you have to get going to work.
That's right. Well, thanks again for everything.
It's my pleasure.
Has it really?
Yes. Now and then it really has been.
Hey, Sarah,
Yeah?
can I show you something quick? Just come through. Just a moment of your time, yeah. I knew it wasn't one of the paramedics.
Aunt Martha, he kissed me!
He what?
And I think I liked it.
Is this Sarah Hastings?
Yes, who is this?
This is Heather Boyd, Brandon Kate's fiance.
Oh! Heather! Right, how nice of you to call. How did you get my number?
You're in the book.
I am in the book, aren't I? Well, how nice of you to call. I think I said that already.
I think we need to talk.
Talk? Well, yes, of course. Talk. Oh, I think someone's calling me. Just hold.
Sarah, what the hell is wrong with you? I just called up Noogie, and he's healthy as a horse.
And Martha, we have a big problem. Heather, Brandon's fiance, on the other line, and she wants to talk, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Right. Right. Did I say right? Aunt Martha? Aunt Martha? What the hell am I doing? Heather, you said we need to talk.
Better yet, I think we should meet face to face.
Meet? Yes, well, I mean, just come over to mine. I've got an entire lettuce that I don't know what to do with.
Up to your apartment?
We are ruining this poor girl's life, and it isn't fair. I made up my mind that when she gets here, I'm going to tell her everything.
Everything?
The works. Have an aunt that's a total wacko.
You know, Sarah, I really resent the word wacko. Could you use something a little more dignified, like odd or eccentric? It really rolls off the tongue nicer. Anyways, all I know is this is the most concerned I've seen you for a man ever, and I am very encouraged.
And I am very stressed. I've got a trial coming up in the next couple of days, and I don't know how I'm ever going to get through it. Anyways, all I need from you is a promise that these shenanigans are over, and that you will never, ever bother Brandon again.
I can't promise anything, Sarah. The wheels of progress are already in motion.
What does that mean?
Noogie should be arriving about now.
No, not again!
Please, Sarah, I have done so much for this cause. At least try and help the effort.
Oh God, that's either Heather with a gun or Noogie with Brandon.
Either way, rise to the occasion, doll. I know you can do it.
Brandon? You're conscious. I'm so happy.
Are you really?
Yes, I mean, look how I'm smiling.
Well, guess what? I have a little gift for you.
What, roses?
Not quite. Could you hold this? Cousin Noogie, remember? Apparently the air conditioner that fell on his head didn't kill him. I was getting on the elevator to work when suddenly your pal here came up behind me, which I thought was a little weird. And then I realized I'd seen him twice before. Both times when I'd gotten on the elevator and then passed out and wound up here. And as I was putting this all together, your friend here raised his arm with a little metal object in his hand, and I turned around and decked him.
You did. I'm so impressed.
Well, I wasn't trying to impress you. I was just trying to protect my head. You know what really upsets me? Is every time I was in that elevator, it was always full of people, and nobody did a damn thing to help me. Where's their responsibility for their fellow citizen? Where's their grasp of civic duty?
It's terrible, isn't it? I think we should write a letter to the New York Times.
Yeah, well, you see, I found a bunch of cards in this pocket, and I knew just where to bring them.
Brandon, I want you to know that I had nothing to do with this. I just found out a few seconds ago that my Aunt Martha was planning on getting you blocked again. So help me, I would have called you if I had known sooner.
Your aunt? She's behind this?
She had this crazy scheme to marry us off.
But why? I'm engaged!
She felt it could have still worked out.
Huh, your aunt. Damn, I knew she was a loon.
Look, Brandon, you have the right to press charges, to haul us both in, but I'm asking you not to. My aunt is a well-meaning, sweet, little old maniac, and I promise to get her under control one way or another. God, Brandon, I'm so sorry. And your head. I just feel so upset. I feel like I could cry.
No, please don't cry. Please, I can handle anything but a woman crying.
You can't?
No.
I never get emotional. I mean, I never cry.
Well, maybe I read somewhere that it has some beneficial function.
It smudges your makeup.
Yeah, but you don't wear any makeup.
You noticed?
I noticed a lot of things about you, Sarah. You are a very special girl.
Special? I just hate that word.
You're right. What about attractive?
That's not bad.
Warm?
That works too.
Soft. Very soft. Extremely soft.
Brandon,
What?
this conversation's making me very nervous
Why?
because we're not talking. No, this is not what we should be doing. There are too many other things to deal with.
Like
My cousin Nikki, who isn't really my cousin, and my Aunt Martha, who unfortunately really is my aunt, and Heather, your fiance, who is about to go postal.
why?
Well, I believe you're about to find out. Heather!
Yeah, Sarah?
Yes, just come on in.
That's the briefcase I bought Brandon.
You have fabulous taste.
And that's Brandon.
Where? Oh. So it is. I mean, yeah, I'm here.
You're still here.
Yeah, but we could explain everything, right, Sarah?
Oh, well, yes, I mean, we can only hope. By the way, Heather, I just love that color on you.
So that's it. A screwball aunt wants to fix up her unmarried niece.
That's it. Nothing more. Never was there ever anything going on between Brandon and I that you should at all be worried about. Right, Brandon?
Huh? Oh, yeah. No, nothing to worry about.
Well, you can understand my concern. Brandon was a confirmed bachelor before we met, and even though we're getting married, I still feel like he's having some buyer's remorse.
No, of course not. Right, Brandon?
Huh? Oh. Yeah. No remorse. Not at all.
Good, because I have my heart set on being your wife. Me and Brandon don't want anything getting in the way of that. And it's very clear to me that Aunt Martha needs to be dealt with.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Even after we're long married, she could still be coming over, bonking him on the head, and dragging him off to you.
Yes, but I'm sure with some therapy and a heavy-duty medication, we can keep her under control.
I wish I could believe that.
Why can't we?
Well, I don't think Aunt Martha is sane enough to do that. I have a psycho uncle who lives in fear of being abducted by aliens. He sleeps under tinfoil every night. The doctor said if he just took his prescribed medication, he would live a normal life. But he doesn't want to risk waking up on Mars. And I don't think Aunt Martha is going to back down until
Yes?
you're safely married.
What?
That's why I think Brandon and I can help. Now,
No,
Brandon, what about Tim Larson?
Tim? He's at least a full foot shorter than her.
He slouches. By the time they're married, she could take him to an orthopedist, and we can pay for 6 visits for them. That could be your wedding gift.
Not Tim Larson.
Okay, what about Bert Ridgely?
Bert.
Yeah.
He's the most boring man I know.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of couples who adore each other even though they're boring. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I hope it wasn't insinuating that you're boring.
Oh, I think it did.
Well, truly, I didn't mean it. So, Bert?
No.
No.
No, Bert's not the guy for Sarah.
Okay, what about Jonathan Clay?
The taxidermist. Oh my god, he reeks of formaldehyde. Besides, he's not her type either.
No?
No.
Well, don't we think we should let Sarah decide for herself?
Why waste your time? Look, I've spent 2 nights with her. I should know something about the kind of guy she needs.
Well, I don't mean to sound unsympathetic, but whose side are you looking out for? Me or her?
That's true, Brandon. You sound much too concerned about me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, just be aware of it next time. I'm sure these past few nights have been very upsetting for Heather.
They certainly have. And by the time that you get married, the time that you'll start getting bonked over the head, I do not want to marry a vegetable. We need to put Aunt Martha in an institution of some sort.
Oh.
good. And I've been taken out by the best. It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your aunt is okay, Sarah. She picked a very healthy one for you. Have we met?
I don't believe we had the pleasure.
Well, then I'll give it to you. I'm Noogie Malloy. Here's my card. They're gone.
I took them.
Oh, good. Give one to her. I've got plenty more at home. Well, it looks like you kids are having fun, so I've got a busy day ahead of me, so I better get going.
Not quite. You're gonna stay right here until we get a few things sorted out.
But it's after 1. I haven't even had my lunch yet, so...
Well, how do you feel about prison food?
Talk to my lawyer.
What? No, I'm not taking the case. Look, Noogie, this head bonking has got to stop.
Hey, it's not my fault. I'm just the messenger. Your aunt is the one sending the messages. And by the way, even if she didn't hire me, she would have just gone and gotten someone else. Believe it or not, I'm in a very competitive business. There are tons of women out there looking for Mr. Right. Now, what about lunch? Anything in the kitchen?
Surprise yourself.
Thank you. Oh, that was good. I'm impressed.
So Tim, Bert, and Jonathan are out. What about a dating service? We could take a picture of Sarah, airbrush it a bit. She's bound to get someone.
I don't need to be airbrushed or fixed up. Trust me, if I want to land a man, I'll land him. You know what? And maybe it's time to let my Aunt Martha know the reasons. Excuse me. You may not want to hear this.
I think I do.
Martha here.
Aunt Martha, it's Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, how are you doing?
Aunt Martha, I obviously haven't made it clear about why I don't want a man in my life, so let me try and do it now with a little visualization.
Uh-oh.
Picture this. I wake up one morning and my world is different because now there's a man in my life. Oh, he's not in my bed because it's Sunday morning, so he's out playing golf with the boys. I walk into the bathroom and what do I find?
I give up.
The toilet seat is up, the hot water is gone, his smelly old clothes and underwear that have been on the floor for the last 5 days are still there. And worse than that, he's used my toothbrush.
Gross.
Next, I walk to the kitchen, but first I have to pass through my once beautiful living room, which now has his wall-to-wall entertainment system and his bright green lazy boy lounge chair, which is so incredibly ugly that I have to close my eyes every time I walk through it.
You have both of those.
Yeah, but my lazy boy's orange.
Next, I open the fridge to be confronted with another nightmare. It's totally filled with cans of Budweiser, because when his unruly friends come over for football on Monday nights, and basketball on Saturday afternoons, and all-night poker on Thursdays, oh, they need their beer.
Listen, I've thought about it, and I'm gonna stop the Monday Night Football.
Next comes pregnancy, and with it, morning sickness and puking my guts up. And oh, with my luck, it's twins. Herman and Milton, named after his 2 favorite uncles. And now, for the next 2 years, my life is filled with shoving that stupid mashed baby food down their throats, which somehow they keep spitting back up onto me.
Ooh, yuck.
And everywhere I walk are garbage bags filled with disposable diapers that reek of baby urine and baby poop. Because even though Mr. Wright found time to make those babies, he just can't find the time to throw what they make in the garbage. The stench can literally lift the house off of its foundation.
She's quite graphic, isn't she?
And as the years continue to pass, oh, I discover another baby is on the way. So now, here comes another 3 more months of puking my guts up.
We were planning to have a big family, weren't we?
Well, yeah, you wanted one, remember?
And life continues to pass with smelly everything. And as the kids grow bigger and bigger, my space grows smaller and smaller. Because now it's being filled with constant visits to the orthodontist and the orthopedist and the pediatricians and math tutors and school counseling and never-ending screaming at those brats to shut up and do their goddamn homework.
Honey, do you need me to come over with some Valium or something?
And the wrinkles on my forehead continue to multiply, and my waist begins begins to expand because of taking care of all those kids, I've had no time to go to the gym. And where is that jerk I married off to now?
Where?
He's off with a new toupee and some 20-year-old tramp who's supposed to help him find his lost youth. While at the ripe age of 45, I just grow more and more suicidal because I realize that life has screwed me royally. Well, the hell with that, Aunt Martha. That's not the way I'm gonna live my life because no man, dead or alive, is worth me giving up my wonderful, beautiful, precious life for. So please keep that in mind next time you get any more bird ideas to suck ya. Take care, and let's have lunch one day. How is that?
Oh my God.
Heather?
Oh my God. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Heather, listen. Come on. Look what you've done! You've scared the hell out of her!
Well, obviously she's very sensitive. Come on, setting me up with that Jonathan the taxidermist was way over the line. You're not angry, are you?
Right now, I don't know what I am. I should probably chase after her before she throws herself in front of a bus.
Brendan, come on. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Why did I do it? It was very small of me. You know, maybe I should just let them get married, even though they're absolutely wrong for each other. I'm so confused. Did I do it to get even, or do I really like the guy? You tell me.
I don't know, I missed the conversation. Anyways, I made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. These are so good. I haven't had them since I was a kid. You should really have milk with these. This is my second one. Oh. Oh.
Noogie. What? What?
I don't know. My throat. It's clogging up.
Why am I not surprised? Operator, I need a paramedic. Just pick out a nice soft spot on the floor, Noogie, and don't count on me for nothing else. Look, Lou, I'm not just going to be ready to go to court. If I'm going to do a halfway decent job, I'm going to need an extension. Yes, I know you hate the client, and so do I, but it's our duty to give him the best defense we can. And right now, I'm not in any position or mood to do so. No, well, other things have come up, like peanut butter and tuna fish. No, I know that's not a good combination, that's the problem. Look, Lou, just get me the extension. Thanks. I'm not myself. There's no doubt about it. I'm just not myself. Which could be an improvement. Brandon.
Listen, I'm sorry. I know I left this evening a bit irritated.
No, you had every right to be. I was wrong in what I did. If you like, I can call Heather and apologize. I actually see why you like her. She's quite pretty. Eventually, I bet she'll get into other colors besides gray.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if your marriage worked out, you know. Most marriages don't, though. Well, those are the statistics. I'm telling you this as a friend because, you know, as they say, knowledge is power, but frankly, I don't think marriage should be about powers. It should be about other things, which I haven't had time to think about because of my busy work schedule. But once I get caught up with whatever I have to get caught up with, I'll get right on that. And then maybe the two of us can figure out why I'm so stupidly babbling on like this.
How about because, well, you like me?
Well, of course. I mean, no,
Heather broke our engagement.
She did? I mean, well, what did I tell you? That visualization babble you came up with could scare the hell out of anyone.
Well, she wasn't ready for marriage just as much as I was, and we, well, both let it get too far. Now, there's something else I have to address, okay? On the way here, I did the visualization dribble again. And when it was your bras, and your panties and our 6 kids, I felt nothing but joy, romance, love, and happiness. It was wonderful.
You did? God, Brandon, I don't know if this is appropriate. I mean, you're barely unengaged. Shouldn't there be a bereavement period?
There was. Heather broke up with me 2 hours ago.
Well, that's different. So then what you're saying is that...
I want to bring my orange Lazy Boy lounge chair and my 52-inch TV screen with Dolby surround sound. Here.
What? No. No, you can't.
Why not?
Because I like my life. I mean, I like my space. I like my... Oh. How soon can we get that ugly chair up here? Hold that thought. Noogie.
Hey kid, your aunt said she's sorry about what happened between you and Brandon, so she sent somebody. Now be nice. He's very shy. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Oh, sorry. One sec. Come on. Ta-da!
Hi, Martha sent me. We have a dinner reservation in 20 minutes. My mom's waiting in the car. We should really get going.